Welcome back to the Kaiser Report. A special treat. I've got David DeGraw standing by in New York for a special exclusive interview. He is the author of The Economic Elite versus the People of the United States.
This is what Americans really need to understand that they're not getting through their television set, okay? Trillions of dollars in stolen money, criminal activity. I mean, this is straight up mafia rule. This is a financial terrorism network. Our country has been attacked economically by a well-organized economic elite. They have seized both leaders of the Democratic and Republican parties. They have seized the U.S. Treasury, the stock market, the Federal Reserve. This is an organized criminal operation that is bent on destroying the middle class of America. Statistically, factually, that this is occurring, we've been attacked. Billionaires in the United States increased their aggregate wealth 50% during this economic crisis. These are billionaires increasing their aggregate wealth 50%. Meanwhile, 50% of U.S. children are using a food stamp during their childhood. 50 million Americans are living in poverty. Right now we have the highest poverty rate in the industrialized world. Meanwhile, record-breaking bonuses, record-breaking profits. I mean, this is sick and twisted. This is a financial terrorism network. 30 million Americans are in need of employment. Right now in the United States, we have the largest inequality of wealth in our nation's history between the economic top 1% and the remaining 99% of the population. It's the big six banks, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Citigroup, and the Federal Reserve. I mean, right here we have the concentration of power like we've never seen in the United States or in the global economy. Very much a design of the IMF. The IMF has carried out economic imperialism throughout the world, and the result through IMF efforts is to get rid of the middle class. So there's been this all-out coordinated effort by the richest people on the planet to eliminate the middle class. They don't want the middle class to deal with anymore, and that's what's unfolding right now globally. This is why Americans think that the system is rigged, that, you know, there was a financial coup in this country. I mean, how come we're not hearing racketeering charges filed? You know, RICO laws certainly apply to this case. We need to put some fear in politicians' eyes, because if you look at the politicians, they look at the big banks and they say, all right, well, they're going to fund our campaigns, and if we go against them, they're going to fund our competitor and we'll be out of office. They have no fear of the American people. So we need to start organizing ourselves, because if we're waiting for the government to do something to fix our economic problems, it's not happening. So we need to organize amongst ourselves, start taking it to the streets, start pressuring members of Congress. Well, I've been talking to people across the political spectrum, whether you're a progressive, a libertarian, a Tea Party member, a Coffee Party member. What we have to do is, being that we are attacked as 99% of the country, we have to organize on common ground. We have to get together and form this 99% movement, because the economic elite who are attacking us, they view us all in the same category, okay? We are 99% of the country that is under attack. We are 99% of the population. If we can get our act together here, we can take back this country. We can restore a rule of law and like real democracy in this country once again. We can do this, and there's simple, obvious ways to do it.
Why, David DeGraw, are you even still in the United States? It's a dangerous place run by lunatics, getting worse. I mean, you're a smart guy. Why not emigrate?
Well, you know, my family's here. I grew up here, and I'm, you know, trying to hold my ground because, you know, I'm naive enough to believe that, you know, we can have a revolution and we can get rid of this banking cartel. We're definitely headed into a lot of trouble here, but, you know, I'm trying to stand and fight, you know. I mean, I'm trying to start a movement, you know, to wake up people. That might sound naive, But, it's either move away or stay here and try and fight these people. And that's what I'm trying to do. The task at hand is, can we wake up the U.S. people in time to stop this from happening? And it's a major monumental task. But, if we don't do it within the next 2 years, we're in trouble. There's no doubt about it. No question.